morning, friends. Today it's time to go to Florence. I'm at Rome Termini station, train station. Its name is Termini. So from here you can get train from all over Europe. So let's go and find out our platform. Everything is very easy. If you already have ticket, you can just check your platform and scan your ticket and go there. So there are different trains. This is Coca, this is Trenitalia, and there are different classes. I'm going into business class. So this is business class. You can put your luggage, heavy luggage here. It's pretty safe. And then these are the seats. Pretty comfortable seats. 2x1. You can put your small suitcases up, just like plane. It's around 1.5 hours train ride from Rome to Florence, and this 1.5 hour is in a fast track train. You can get a slow train with a little bit cheaper ticket, but this train Recai Rosa is a fast track train, and you can reach Florence in 1.5 hours. So we arrived Florence. It's 10:45 in the morning. Weather is a little bit cloudy. I think it may rain. So let's see how it is. So this is Florence station. So in Italian we call it Firenze. So don't get confused if you hear this name, but the English name is Florence. It's a very small station compared to Rome. It's very small station, so it's very crowded, especially during holidays time. This is Christmas time. You can see a Christmas tree here, but it's a very crowded, so be very careful with your wallets, with your belongings. And this is the exit to get out from this station. So I reach near my hotel. This is some historical building, and this is my hotel, Exclusive. It's right in front of Dome, famous Florence Dome. So this is the Exclusive Hotel. This is one of the best hotel in Florence. You can see it's beautifully decorated, beautiful restaurant, and since it's a Christmas time, so some more decorations. There is a lounge, and everything is beautiful here. So now I'm in the room. This is the king bed room with an extra bed. It's a very spacious room, and that whole look of this hotel is like some kind of a royal palace. So I did not take top floor, so there is no view here, but this is the room. It's a beautiful room. This is the floor area of the hotel. So they built this hotel a kind of a palace. You can see it's decorated in a nice way. Big mirrors. This is the floor area where you need to walk towards your room. And it's all Roman architecture design everywhere. So now I'm outside this hotel. You can see that dome structure, church, and there is another church here. So basically Florence, there are three main things which you should see. One is Michelangelo's statue, which is in Galleria, Academia Galleria. And second is cathedral, which is a very beautiful cathedral. And third is dome, which I think you are seeing in front of me. So I'll see if I can go first to cathedral. And also there is a bridge and there is a place where you can see city and the sunset. So let's just start exploring. This is the famous river in Florence, and in front of it you can see, unfortunately today that cathedral is closed because of Christmas, and tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So I'm not sure if I can go inside tomorrow. I'll try. So in front of me you can see that bridge, that famous bridge of Florence. So right now I'm going to that dome structure in that area, and we'll explore all that nearby places. So you can see people are rowing boat in Santa Claus dress. In Florence you will see all old buildings with old architecture everywhere. You can see all the art shop, unique cutlery, unique wall art. Florence is a city of art. You can find a lot of things. This area where I am walking, it's a mix of old and modern place. So here you can see some branded stores also. But normally Florence is old European city. You will still see all same kind of architecture here, buildings here. So friends, now we are at the church. This is Cathedral of Santa Maria. Look at this amazing, beautiful building. Green, white, marble structure. Very beautiful building. Look at it from the front. So actually you can go inside, but you have to buy ticket, and it's a Christmas time, so entries are restricted. But look at this amazing architecture. You may not find many churches with the green and white marble structure, and here you can see some art.
That's how they
Look at this beautiful church of Florence, and they put a Christmas tree also. Look at another view of this church. Actually you can go inside, but there is a very long line, so I will see if I can stand in this line after this thing, or let me try now if I can go now. But look at this church, beautiful architecture on top. So I'm in line to enter this church, but again let me give you a view of this architecture of this church from close. Santa Maria del Fiora Church of Cathedral. These iron gates are full of biblical designs. and then you can see some sands, and on top you can see Jesus Christ's painting. Let me zoom for you. You can see now, and on top you can see beautiful architecture. So right now I'm entering inside this church. This is the main entrance. Look at this design on the door. Every piece is an story. Look at this beautiful view inside this cathedral. It's having very high dome structure roof, and here you can see one sun clock and some arts related to Bible, and because of Christmas they set up this nativity. On the floor you can see some writings in Roman. There are two main churches in Florence. This is one of them. And in the center you can again see that beautiful art on the roof. Here in the center you can see Jesus Christ. And on top again a very beautiful view of this art. And have a look of this beautiful church from the side. It's a huge church. This is from the side. There you can see somebody is singing. One girl is singing very nice opera. In front of this beautiful church. Another view from this side, and here you can see this dome, which is right now partially under construction, but there are some tours. You can go all the way up. You can see, I think, some people. So on from the top you can see complete view of Florence city. So if you are interested, you can take those tours and go up in this dome. There are a lot of restaurants around this church in the center area, but if you go a little bit inside, you may find better restaurants and cheaper also. Cover charges are more if you are eating the center. As you are going a little bit far, cover charges are a little bit less. This is the place for Galleria Academia, where you can see famous Michelangelo. So better you book your ticket in advance or get yourself booked in some kind of guided tour. Otherwise, this is very crowded. I am waiting for my time and then I will go inside. I'll check if they allow cameras, then I will show you the famous Michelangelo. So we are starting Michelangelo gallery trip. This is one of the original painting. And you can see Christ here. In this museum there is another section which is Museum of Musical Instrument. You can see a very old piano. You can find very old violins and other musical instrument in this section. This violin was built in 1716. This is all in the original form. These are some pianos made in 1700s. This is the first model of piano. This is very unique piano, upside down.
Guys, do you remember that in Florence comes from flowers?
This is the Michelangelo section. It is starting from here. This is the Michelangelo's statue who was born in 1475. So in front you can see the famous statue of David built by Michelangelo. So you can see a lot of things Michelangelo started, but he did not finish because he was looking for perfection. So these are some of the unfinished or non-perfect sculptures, but straight you can see the best. So what you are seeing right now, it's the original David by Michelangelo. You must have seen many copies, but not the original one. Beautiful statue with a lot of details. Every museum has something unique, like in the Louvre Museum of Paris, you see Picasso. In this museum in Florence, you see David by Michelangelo. This whole statue was made just one piece of marble, 17 feet long. If you see hands of David, you can see veins also. So look at the fine description on this statue by Michelangelo. See the veins on hands, on the arms. So that was David by Michelangelo, and here there are some paintings. So as you know, this place is called as Academia because this used to be the institute for learning different kind of arts. So here you can see some other statues and half-finished arts and other things. It's not just by Michelangelo, it's from the students who were studying with Michelangelo that time. So you can see many finished and unfinished sculptures here. Every statue is made from marble, which is extracted in Italy. See the details in these statues. And in this academia, they paid a lot of attention on facial expressions. So if you see the faces of these statues, you will see a lot of expressions. When Michelangelo studied many dead bodies to understand the human anatomy, see how many heads these students created here. This is another beautiful statue. And this is another beautiful section, and this lady laying down is another beautiful art. This is by Lorenzo Bartoni. So friends, another view of David by Michelangelo before I leave this museum. And to give you some more background, this statue Michelangelo completed when he was 28 years old. He started in 1501 and completed in 1504. Completely made up from one single piece of marble. That marble is extracted from mines in Italy. And this is considered as one of the unique masterpieces of his sculpture. So this was a tour of Galleria Academia. It's a small museum. You can come and buy a ticket by yourself. If it's off season, it's 16 euro. Otherwise, you can book a guided tour if you want to understand things more in a detailed way. So now let's explore more in Florence. This is one of the shopping street of Florence, or Piazza as they call it. Here again you can find all modern brands, and since it's a Christmas time, so it's very crowded. You may not find sales here because it's always crowded, so don't expect some kind of deal or sale, but it's one place where you can find all different kind of brands, Italian brands, American brands, and different European brands. In the evening it's nice to spend your time here, and again the same Vinci chocolate shop what I showed you in Rome. There are some local Italian chocolate shops also. So it's a nice street to spend your time in the evening. And here you can see small Christmas market just like Rome. This is very common thing in Europe. There are small Christmas markets everywhere. Look at this beautiful light. So this is a plaza in Florence, near to the church. I'm still on the other side of river. So basically, river is kind of a division in city. You can go other side where you will find a different cathedral, or you can stay on this side. So till now, I am on this side of cathedral, and this is the plaza where there is a Christmas market going on, and you can see lighting on this building. Very beautiful lighting. It's Christmas season. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so most of things will be closed on 25th. But today everybody is in festival mood. There's a small Christmas tree here, and then you can see some lightings there, and there are very nice restaurant, tea room. Beautiful place in Florence. This is the beauty of Florence. That's why people come to Florence so much. Let's go and explore more. Guys, if you are meat lover, this is a very famous shop in Florence. Antica Porchera Granieres. It's a 1916 shop. It's very famous. Some people say that meat they sell it's a rare, so they don't like it. It's very raw, but it's very famous in Florence. Look at this full pig. This is what Granier 1916 built shop has. This is another branch of Vinci. Here you can see they are making crepe. You can get different kind of gelato, waffle. Now I'm walking towards another famous spot in Florence, Ponte Vecchio Bridge. It's one of the most famous bridge in Florence, and it's a must-see attraction. People come here, take multiple photos. This bridge you probably saw in some movies also, the movies which were filmed in Florence. And due to Christmas, the atmosphere is more live. You can see beautiful lights, and on both sides you can see beautiful shops. On Ponte Vecchio Bridge, on both sides you can see there are jewelry shops. They are not, of course, 24 karat jewelry, but still they are fashionable jewelry. And here you can see very nice view of the river from Ponte Vecchio Bridge. It's beautiful evening view of the river, which basically distributes the city into two parts. There is a statue of some Italian personality. I cannot read the name in Italian, but another beautiful view from this side. Another view of Florence city from this side of the bridge. It's beautiful evening. So this bridge, Ponte Vecchio Bridge, considered as a very romantic bridge. It's a beautiful bridge. As I told you, on the both sides you may find a lot of jewelry shops. Very good lightings. So this is Ponte Vecchio Bridge. So now I'm on the other side of bridge. So this is a tea house where you can get a different kind of teas, including Indian masala chai, as well as different varieties of tea with some sandwiches and other things. I'm trying masala chai. So this has around 262 types of tea, different kind of teas. So this has around 262 type of teas, different kind of teas available here. So these are varieties of teas here which you can buy also. It was good tea here in this La Vida Tea France. This is another beautiful view of Florence city from the other side of bridge. You can see beautiful buildings. That is the famous bridge that I just saw. And you can see water coming in this river. So here you can see water flowing in this river, and behind that you can see that illuminated building. That is my hotel. So let me show you Basilica of Santa Maria in Florence. So you can see this old basilica. It's not as famous as Main de Duomo, what you are seeing in the background, but this is also one of the very famous basilica which is still active. And today is Christmas Eve, so many people are there. So this is the Basilica of Santa Maria. Again, it's kind of same design as main cathedral, Duomo, green and white marble. But this is not as huge or as beautiful as the previous one. And I guess we can enter, so let's go inside. So there's a long line to go inside, and I was told that this is another cathedral. Nothing extraordinary, so I am not going inside, but I am showing you this from outside. It's a beautiful building, Basilica of Santa Maria. It's not as crowded. You can come and go. Today is Christmas Eve, so it's lot more people are here. It has a ticket, so of course you have to buy a ticket for this basilica. And today is Christmas, so you can see some Christmas markets, small shops around. It's a beautiful square, and there is a Christmas tree. And let me give you another view of Basilica of Santa Maria. In Florence, you will see this kind of designs, green and white marble. This is the Christmas market near this basilica. Small local shops. In night, it will be more crowded because of Christmas. But here you can see local specialties, some food, some handicrafts. It's Christmas Eve and I am walking on the streets of Florence. Via di Tornabuoni Firenze. Firenze is basically Florence, and see the festive lightings all around. It's beautiful out here. City is pretty safe, so you can visit, you can walk around in the city till late without any fear. Look at this amazing lighting on the streets. This is Florence on Christmas Eve. Let's walk and see other streets. So right now I'm at Plaza della Signoria. This is another beautiful plaza. As I told you, every European city has some beautiful plaza, and this is for Florence. And look at these lights. There is a church. This is a church, as you can see, and they are doing very good lights on this church. And look at this giant statue with the fountain. Look at this beautiful light show which they are doing on this church. You can see David by Michelangelo. All the Roman sculpture they are showing here. Here you can see the fountain. And this is the light and sound show which is going on this church. This is Plaza. Another view of this light and sound show. And there you can see two huge statues. And there are many statues on this side. It's beautiful out here. This is the church in this plaza. It's open. It's Christmas Eve, so everything is open. Let's see inside. Oh, look at this beautiful roof, the design. Beautiful Roman designs on the roof. Even on the pillar you can see beautiful designs. There is a small statue in the center. Look at these pillars with grapes, grapevine, beautiful design. Another beautiful statue. So this is not a functional church now. It's used as a center plaza because of its beautiful art. And outside, as you can see, they are doing a light and sound show for Christmas. It's a beautiful building. So let's go and watch the light and sound show. There is another main show in a few minutes. So let's go and watch that. So they started this show, light and sound show. Let me show you for a few minutes, then I will walk to next spot. These things are not usual in Florence. I'm lucky that I'm here on Christmas Eve, so I am able to show you all these beautiful things in Florence. Piazza della Signoria. Remember, if you are coming to Florence, don't forget to visit it, even if you are not on Christmas Eve. You can enjoy the place and take a lot of photos with these beautiful statues and with this fountain. Of course, it's not Trevi's fountain like Rome, but still it's a beautiful fountain. I'll see if I can come tomorrow in the morning to show you this same view in the morning. But for now you can see this fountain and this plaza at night. So while I'm walking, you can see many more such buildings, old churches with beautiful architecture, statues on top. This is another beautiful building. Most of buildings are still functioning church, but some buildings are converted into town hall or concert hall or opera hall. Guys, let me show you another attraction of Florence. Wine window. You order your wine from this window to the wall and you will get wine. This. Gracias. So friends, we are in front of another beautiful Basilica di Santa Croce. It is closed for now, but you can see the beautiful design. That architecture is more or less similar to other basilica what I showed you this evening. But inside this basilica, they have a very good designs and art. So if you get chance, you can come in the daytime when it is open. There is a ticket for this basilica, and then you can visit inside. But this is another beautiful basilica or church of Florence. Again, if you see, design is same, green and white marble. But here you will see one interesting thing. Let me zoom it for you. On top you can see one star which is in blue color, which is different than all other basilicas. But overall it's a beautiful basilica. So since it's closed, so this area is empty, but maybe tomorrow they will have something here. It will open in morning tomorrow for Christmas prayers. And this is another beautiful point in Florence. So let me go to our main center now, and I will show you the Christmas Eve happenings in the center. And this is wine window, which I showed you before. You can ring the bell and you can get your wine from that small hole in the window, in the wall, and you don't have to go inside. Just some kind of fun activity in Florence. So it's Christmas morning here, and I'm walking next to this river which divide Florence city. Here you can see that famous bridge which I showed you earlier. So right now I'm walking to Palazzo Michelangelo, which is a very good spot to see the whole city. You can, if you are coming in the evening, you can go there and you can watch beautiful sunset. But I'm going there now and it's a cloudy day, so I'll just have a look from there and then explore all the remaining spots. Look at this view of river and houses next to river. And this is Galileo Museum. I'm sure everybody must be aware of who is Galileo. So Galileo was from Pisa, and this is a museum of Galileo. So if you have free time, you can come. It's not very crowded. You can easily get a ticket. It's not very huge museum, so you can come and have a visit. So right now I'm on the other side of bridge. You can see here many old buildings. So most of things are on that other side from where I am coming. But this is also a very old area of Florence. Many old buildings, but all major churches, basilicas are on the other side of river. But you should definitely come on this side also and enjoy this city. So I'm going towards Palazzo Michelangelo. Here you can see old fort wall. It's a very old fort, and for this spot you have to go a little bit up, because then only you will see the best view of the city. See the view of city from here, but this is still not the final view. You have to go a little bit more up. So let's walk. Friends, we are finally at the top. It's very steep trekking, but you can do it. And look at the view of Florence city from here. This view, what local people say that you seen some paintings, some postcards. It's one of the most picturesque view. Again, you can see one statue of David. So actually, this was also made by Michelangelo. Of course, it's not as huge as the one which I showed you in museum, but this is also one of the David statue. And this place is Palazzo Michelangelo. You can easily walk from the center of city. It's just 2 kilometers from the center. Look at this beautiful view of Florence city from here. So if you are coming in the evening, you can see very nice sunset. Only thing that should be very clear weather. So you can see main Duomo church. This is another church here, and then there is another church. So 3 churches you can see from here, and rest of the city behind you can see mountains, and here you can see bridges. This is the beautiful view of Florence city. So another view of Florence city from Palazzo Michelangelo. It's a beautiful view. It's a little bit raining, cloudy, but still you can see the beautiful view from here. So this is one of the must visit place if you are in Florence. Here you can see a lot of different souvenir shops. Not many cafes and other things are here, so don't expect to have a cup of coffee here. Again, a statue of David, and here we can go down and explore rest of the places. And look at this fountain kind of a structure. So beautiful. I'm just on the lower portion, and here you can see this very beautifully constructed. This is not natural. They made it very beautiful waterfall. So we are again at Plaza della Signoria. So this is the plaza where I showed you light and sound show in night, and this is the view in the daytime. The big statue, this clock tower, and multiple statues around it. This is one of the most beautiful plaza in Florence. And here in night you can see light and sound show. This fountain place is very beautiful. It's very photogenic. It's not as crowded as the Trevi Fountain of Rome. Let me give you a walk around of this fountain. Beautiful fountain with many statues all over it. This is Plaza del Signoria. So this was my tour of Florence city, a beautiful city. I'm back to main Duomo Church. It's a Christmas night, 25th December. Most of shops are closed, but the restaurants are open, and it's a very lively environment here, especially in the center. So I will take you from here to Venice, another beautiful city in Italy. So let's have a last view of this beautiful church, and then we will head to Venice tomorrow. There is another fast train from Florence to Venice, which is around 2 hours journey. So I will take you to Venice, but let's have one more look of this beautiful church on the Christmas night. It looks more beautiful in night also, as well as in day. And in front of it you can see gold plated door of this basilica. And all around it different shops. So thank you friends for joining this trip to Florence. We'll see you in Venice.